Hey, what up, y'all? Listen, Normies coming at you a little bit of The Wire. Season 3, Episode 4, Amsterdam. Somebody else take it away.
Who's been to Amsterdam?
I have.
Wonderful.
I want to go.
Oh, did you smoke the hash?
Actually didn't, no.
What?
What'd you do that for? Really wonderful.
Fun fact, they have a lot of boat wrecks in the canals.
How so?
Because everyone's high. Each other often.
Also, they are riding bikes. Their bike lanes are really perfect. Bikers have the way
right away
every single time in any situation. It's the best place.
I didn't know because I just landed there and took a train to Antwerp right away.
Damn, for the diamonds?
Damn.
For the diamonds.
You fucked up.
I did. I was trying to bring Gio over there, but his dad he wasn't too keen on that idea of me and Gio going to Amsterdam for the day.
That'd be
Why?
dope.
Because he's like, you bring this strange Indian man into our house and he's gonna lead you to Amsterdam. You guys are gonna do all the shrooms and the drugs.
For the Nirvana.
Yeah.
Well, I'll give it a try when I'm over there. Gio, if you're watching this, me and you, buddy, when we get to Europe, we're gonna fucking wild.
What about me?
You coming too, babe?
Okay.
Hey guys, it's not a market substitute. Literally, support the OG content on your own. Get the Wire box set. It's important to support the creators who are making this good work out here. Also, feel free to support the Normies on Patreon so you get uncuts, watch ahead, and you get skits. With that being said, Surge, hit the space bar, baby.
We are fully committed to fight this war against drugs and take back your streets. We need you to pick up the phone, call it in so that we can hold all your questions.
That's not a question.
My kids, they can't play outside no more. Some nights when we hear these pops, we got to sleep under.
That's fucked up.
I come home.
The truth is, I can't promise you it's gonna get any better. We can't lock up the thousands out there on the corners. There'd be no place to put them even if we could. So, what's the answer?
There is no answer.
Shit, I don't know.
I'm not sure, but whatever it is, it can't be a lie.
Can't be a lie. Cut your Carcetti.
Councilman, this is not your home district. What brings you to the west side?
You got the Public Safety Subcommittee, so here I am, and welcome Miss Daniels to the noble calling of public service.
I don't trust him.
Tired of making you lose your mind?
Motherfuckers just walking here telling the truth. People don't want to hear the truth.
I like Bunny, man.
Yeah, Bunny's dope.
Sounds like it is.
I feel like I've seen him somewhere, but I can't remember where.
You've seen him in plenty.
Yeah, he's been around.
Why you got to go and fuck with the program?
Fruit.
Fruit's the dude that came up to Marlo.
Yeah, with the bucket hat.
I want your cocktail.
Fruit.
Look at him sweat.
I can sweat.
I hope he doesn't get into dogfighting.
Chris is emasculated because he doesn't have strong man titties yet.
Boy was coming too.
Johnny, they don't think much of this here with Dolph. One of the laziest white boys to ever sit between two. Me, I've been working since I was a kid.
What's your resume read like, Bugs?
Well, I ain't claiming no payroll job, Kima. Before I had a seat.
I want to McGriddle like a motherfucker.
How many you want?
$5 an hour, 30 on a day. That'll work.
Well, that's good money. Just snitching?
Untaxed.
It's
Yeah.
2004.
I can't believe you just said anything positive about snitching, Pat.
I mean, if you're gonna get paid, might as well get paid.
This guy. You really want Bubs to do better.
Me too, bro. God damn it. I'm in like an up and
Are
down
those
thing.
testers or something?
See him get that knockout shit, all right? What's the plan, dude?
People getting hip to your game, Bubs.
Yeah, it's starting to take notice.
He pushing his luck too much.
No, I think he's fine.
That guy's still looking at you, bro, in orange. Maybe his friend is right.
His friend probably gonna be the stupid fuck to tell the crew, be like, hey, he's
Damn, that's probably true.
What do we owe the honor? Why, you got something going on? Just pushing the case uphill inch by inch on Kentel Williamson, our stated target.
Got a real case to bring in. A fellow named Stringer Bell. You might have heard of him, I don't know.
You got a mouth on you, boy.
Damn.
Damn.
You want to talk about police work? I was doing the job when you was just dreaming on it. Daniels was out there too. Now you gonna fuck him when he pulled you off a goddamn boat?
He's a boss. Fuck the boss.
What?
He's earned some loyalty.
Yes.
Fuck loyalty. Fuck you, Lester.
Bro, punch him.
Damn.
Please punch him.
Fucker, I spent a lot of time in a lot of weak units. More than you. Now this here may not be perfect, but it's a chance to be police.
Well, then be one.
Ooh, punch him. Punch him.
Please punch him.
You're not even worth the skin off my nose.
Damn right. Self-control.
Better, Lester. That's why he's big.
You put fire to everything you touch, McNulty, then you walk away while it burns.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. I got nothing more to say to you.
Oh, you just been parented, basically.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
You're not even worth the skin
I'm
off my nose.
surprised at you, girl.
Oh, he's.
Daniels raised you from a pup.
Aww.
Down.
Damn, he's just
He's
disappointed,
disappointed,
Dad.
yeah.
She heard it.
Can't
You
they
don't
get,
need.
Oh, he even said give you the side eye. Dang. You know you fucked up when he gives you a side eye.
can't they get in trouble for literally not?
Somebody would have to tell, and they don't tell on each other.
But they listen.
Part of their rules.
80K is nothing to sneeze at for a number 2 security job. Yeah, it's generous and dull in a good way. The worst you ever see is a rape.
That's the worst, motherfucker?
That sounds very dull indeed.
What about the Lower Avenue corners and the Poe homes?
They belong to this young boy named Marlo. Got all that good real estate near downtown. Got himself a lunchtime trade.
Marlo, one of Barksdale's people?
Marlo what?
God, he's gone.
107M703. That's the tag on the truck he ride.
Man, Bubs, you're gonna get. I'm sad.
Days later.
You put it behind you, huh?
Some can. You wanna stay on the straight. Ain't gonna be no big reward to it. This is it, right here. Prime that bitch 3 times. Start right up.
This is real shit.
That is true though. He ain't wrong.
It's like either this or like possibly dying in the streets. I'd rather take this.
He's like, ain't gonna be no big reward. This is it, bro.
Ooh.
She's like, ooh.
Cedric.
Oh.
It's Daniels to you, ma'am.
What's on your plate?
Oh, there's plenty of surprises around here.
Oh.
Ah, you gotta do some work for that work.
You gotta close the door.
Shut up.
Didn't even say anything.
Exactly.
Damn, I shipped the hell out of him now.
He was strongly suspected to have ordered or caused the deaths of over a dozen individuals. Parole Commission's not gonna walk him on his first trip to the plate. Not after a letter like that.
Good one.
I have my moments. Nice suit, by the way.
You should sit
Take
on the
it
floor.
I
Aw.
see you dressed left.
Oh. I love it. Rhonda and Cedric.
Damn.
Every day.
Just in case you forgot our combo from earlier. He immediately was like, alright.
Can I please have some more drugs to sell, please? I can't ride in the car anymore.
This hurts my back.
Every day. Every time he sees that guy.
Dad comes back to an address over on Dukeman. Female, 53 years.
See, that's how they do.
Yeah, but I got a hit on a Marlowe. Street name of Black. 22 years.
22.
What, you thought he'd be cherry?
We'd have his cherry busting, but not like this.
What do you do?
This thing with Lester, I feel like shit about it.
You should.
Well, you get used to it.
She's really becoming McNulty season.
McNulty's like, I just drink it away.
Just trying to be quiet so no one knows he's there.
This motherfucker saw you.
You tried to sneak by me. And the fact that you tried to slither into your workspace undetected does not bode well for the recovery prospect of our missing fire.
Bro, shut up about this already.
Vernon Holly working tonight?
Yeah, he's 4 to 12. You should try the coffee room.
Kima has like 0 ass. What are y'all even looking at? I mean, she cute, but
you girls don't do that shit too sometimes.
There's a problem with the alimony. You're behind by like 4 months.
What can I tell you? I'm not paying $2,000 a month in support.
In those times?
But you signed a separation agreement that gives me another $1,000 in alimony.
What?
Look at how much I make. I'm not even close to being able to pay that much every month.
And my lawyer says that we have to serve
Being a little bit too much now.
Like, you see where you live?
Yeah.
Right?
You live in the fucking house. Get out of here.
Blood from a stone, darling.
Man's like, I literally don't
that's
have the
your-
money.
That's the father of your children. If he, like, you know how much money he makes. He's trying.
This is a simple fucking thing we're saying here.
Love this
I love
If you
it.
stay on this corner, you're going in a wagon. If you move yourself down to the free zone, down to the vacants along Vincent Street, then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Amsterdam.
How much fairer can we be? Yeah, I saw that, you little fuck. What's your name? Huh?
Huh?
Peanut butter and jelly.
What?
Address? Huh? I stay up on Dolphin Street. Your address, numbnuts. Huh?
I can't.
Huh?
That one's coming with us.
Vincent Street is your Amsterdam and Baltimore. You go down there, we don't give a fuck. You stay here, you go to jail.
I mean, shit, that's a good deal.
That is a good deal. I'll take it.
Shit, I'll take it.
Go make as much as you want on the next street over. Fuck it.
On this strip, Marlo's the name ringing now. There it is. You see?
That him?
Now Yukon XL.
What you sell? Oh, he's taking out his phones. Off the wire. Smart man.
Damn, Marlo is efficiently trained.
22.
Why you gotta go and fuck
There
with
it
the
is.
program?
Oh, I gotta go fuck.
All due respect.
Fuck that dude.
That's another episode title.
He's the one that dicked over Cuddy.
Yep. And through the blowjob party.
What the fuck is up with these phones? I've been seeing kids throw them away all day.
It's just be laying all over, man. Sometimes you get lucky, find some minutes on Burn this, Kima.
Burn.
Boost Mobile, bro.
$14.
I was at a community meeting Sunday in West Baltimore. People were spitting mad, and I can't say I blame them.
Well, they could move to a better neighborhood. That is, if they were willing to work for it.
Yeah, dropkick this.
The son says that Anderson State Senate seat is up for grabs.
Fuck that. You could go after Rupersberger in the second. I'm gonna run for mayor.
No.
Tommy Carcetti, Tommy Vercetti.
Is she in a right joint?
Jesus.
God.
Bro.
And it's on.
The Hunt.
Lock on target.
He's taking classes. Good shit.
He's always taking classes.
His one true love.
That's a great idea.
You have him on speed dial?
He does have him on speed dial.
Like y'all are buddies?
Dude, you need glasses.
It's the name of his business.
Yeah, he got you. You gotta burn that phone down, Stringer. If you're smart, burn it.
He's like, oi, mate, sorry, wrong
I
number.
mean, that's his company phone. He's not gonna use it for anything else.
Which one of you all the Slim Charles? Who asked? That be Cuddy. Boy gave me a number, said to ring you up when I was ready to put in some work.
No, don't do it.
Oh, Bodie Broadus? Shit, I remember your little ass when you was still in diapers.
Damn.
I used to spar with your older brother James. Yo, he's still out here?
James been dead.
That's your sign, bro. You gotta get out the street.
Also, I appreciate Bodie. Refusing to chill. Like my cat.
No, you had a brother, man.
First thing we're gonna need to do is get you some chrome. Look, come on, man.
No.
That's Slim Charles, right?
That's
Yeah.
Charles.
The whole point of the block grant is to bring the west side back to make it high-end. The Hippodrome project was just a start, see?
This is dope. Stringer up there really high up with the Congress dude.
Clay Davis.
He's current mayor, right?
No.
He's a congressman, right? Or senator.
McNulty, is that him?
Smashing.
I look so just like ciabatta bread or something.
Nah, it looks like
Pizza.
Pizza is even
Folded up.
hungry,
He's got some
can't
good
see
fellas.
anymore.
All of these kids literally look like they should be there.
Right.
That kid is so funny. Kidnapping.
You haven't been doing what we asked you to do. When I'm done.
Not P now.
That wasn't even funny.
I gotta go too.
You just gonna have to wait.
You just let him go. How you gonna discriminate? Go, faggy. Why you touch my butt?
Oh, Lord. All right.
What a great idea to bring all these kids into one room. Uh-oh. Oh, there she is, authority. Laying the law.
Terrell, why weren't you in school today? My stomach hurt. I couldn't make it out the bathroom. Stand up when I talk to you, young man.
I love how the caption said bathroom.
She didn't raise any clowns. Now, did she?
No, man.
The kid's like, oh shit.
My mama too.
If anybody's watching from Gary, I'm sure y'all know who Miss Givens is. She coming here cracking a whip like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we brought you down here because you're here to learn about the new...
Oh my god, I can't. Why?
They said the L word?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so mad.
Can we arrest all the kids?
No. I mean.
Some teachers always said
I had Prez pull the B&B property assessments and land transfers from circuit court. Those right there are the incoming and outgoing numbers on his phone.
And now you're on the
And
phone.
damn near all of them are downtown exchanges. Architectural firms, city license, attorneys, zoning offices.
Listen to Daddy Lester.
Maybe the cell phone is clean because he's keeping it. If it was dirty, probably be a burner.
She learned a new word today.
Mm-hmm. She happy.
When they're buying up all that downtown real estate, I thought they were buying it to flip it.
Bell and Barksdale haven't sold any of it. They're buying more, in fact, and applying for building permits.
Oh.
Seems that Stringer Bell is worse than a drug dealer.
He's a developer.
Now he's out in the open, why don't you pull him up and ask him? You come home with a case we can use, or you swallow your goddamn pride and rejoin this unit.
How about that?
Damn.
Lester ain't gonna fight with you again.
No. Oh shit, he's seeing her?
Wow.
Wow, man.
You think he was avoiding her because of phones or just because he's like, I don't want to drop dick off?
Phone straight. I missed you, baby.
I missed you, baby.
I'm sorry for not returning them calls.
Sorry I don't keep my bed warm at night.
Ooh.
Do you know how it feels to be alone out here?
Bitch.
Police coming to my door and I got no one to stand beside me.
I mean,
He said D'Angelo wasn't no suicide. He said you could have been murdered and shit.
Everyone in them walls know Avon is. Ain't nobody gonna do his nephew. I did you wrong by keeping you at arm's length, but it ain't gonna be like that no more.
Ain't too much more couch to scoot on.
How did Idris Elba manage to be this creepy?
The man's a flawless actor.
Right.
He's British as fuck too, so you know you can turn it on and off.
He's Black Superman, baby. Why every time? See
Why
it?
the picture's still there?
Jesus, we remember. Come on, man.
God made that.
Beavis and Butthead over here.
Oh my god!
This is literally real life, I'm telling you guys.
I love gross bug. I'm sorry.
I need don't watch him. Again?
Yeah. Fuck it then. Gonna go molest this young Caucasian woman.
That worked for you last time. Blonde at the juke. That likes everybody when they kissing. No, my friend down there, she's a number 2, I think. When it comes up my mother parents.
Isn't Bunk married?
Yes.
Yeah.
But now when he's out with the boys.
this is too good. But this is from like the Barney's playbook right here, bro. You just opened up with it.
My mother died, and her last wish was for me to have a threesome. So, if there's any way we could accommodate that.
And if Donette call me?
I know. Tell that bitch you busy.
Nope. I'm gonna take the call.
Pussy was good that night.
Uh-huh.
I hate hanging around you guys.
No.
No, I can't.
He has to, otherwise he knows that she might be trouble for him.
Oh my god.
He's drunk as fuck.
Who's
Is this Rhonda's?
His wife?
No, it's not. It's his wife's.
Is it Rhonda?
No, it's his
Please
wife.
be Rhonda. Please let Daniels answer. Please let Daniels answer.
No, it's his wife's.
Or he's gonna fall.
You're gonna fall over.
Hey, Ronnie. Yep.
Oh, this is Rhonda. Shit.
Oh my.
That is Daniel's shirt.
Daniel's shirt.
Oh my god.
Why'd you find it, Daniels? That was so funny. I hope Daniels is there.
Daniel's
I
car.
hope Daniels is there.
I
It's
really
Daniel's
want
car.
Daniels.
I mean, she's wearing his shirt.
What
I
is
hope
it?
Daniels opens the door.
Definitely there.
Yeah, it's the car.
Oh, he puts it together.
Detective.
Right, he's a detective.
Even when he's shit faced.
He's like, God damn it, he's gonna see my vehicle.
Oh, yes.
Noelty's pathetic, bro. Coming in like, I just stick my dick in something.
That boy came up short on that money last week, and y'all see y'all here grinding. So where that money at?
You need to look beyond what he driving and wearing on his back. That boy got a girlfriend.
Give my man his thing.
Oh, Cuddy.
Cuddy, man.
Used to revolvers, man. 38 don't jam.
Don't hold 15 neither.
Game done changed.
Game done
Game the
changed.
same, just got more fizz.
No, Cuddy.
I know Cuddy be fucking up.
Wasn't like I was waiting for an opening with Rhonda. It just happened.
She's not your property either, bro. Like, she could do whatever she
Should have
wants.
told you sooner.
Why?
They work together?
out of respect.
All three of
It's out
them
of
work
respect.
together?
This isn't going to be a thing between you and me.
Nah, I wish you both all the best.
Fuck the bosses. Unless the bosses are fucking you.
Thanks for making this easy on me.
We both cheat on our wives.
I think he's separated
Yeah.
from this.
Yeah.
'Cause even Carcetti called her miss.
Yeah.
Coming?
Nah, I think I'll stay here a while, nurse this, then I'll shove off.
You're about to drink fire in their shop.
And show up at Rhonda's again.
I forgot.
One more time. It's the last time.
Right. Talking about it's my turn.
How can you focus on killing when there's all this shit distractions going on?
Been in jail for 14 years.
I'd hang out with Bodie.
Surprise, Avon. We let y'all get your hands up.
Damn near 8 of them.
Sometimes you got to.
This camera working in the
I
back.
know. It's so claustrophobic. It's like
Hey, bro, no homo. I'm just blow this in your mouth.
I love it.
Nice. Aww.
I used to have two friends that used to do this in the bathroom with each other. And I was like, guys, that's really intimate.
that's
in college.
Like, hop up in the bathroom.
Oh no,
Get more
McNulty.
He was preparing. He's like, hey.
It's gonna be an ugly night.
God.
You know when you're too drunk to see your phone?
My man just got his gun on him and shit too. You're like, you all right, officer? I'm fine.
Oh, he's calling a cab.
Wrong
Or
Cab.
a cab, taxi.
Yeah.
He would never.
Sure.
Dude, he's gonna ding his head on the phone thing. That's what I heard.
My man is the struggle.
I'm fine.
I was gonna call Rhonda.
Right. Oh wait, can't.
Oh, this is a shot from the
Intro. Oh, we did good.
She's like,
Paying
thanks,
for
we
2
got him from
hookers.
here. Bye.
There's another one?
So this is a whorehouse?
No,
It's a
just
party.
a house
It's a
party.
party house.
Do you remember we and them had that party where they was celebrating and they that one girl died?
I'm assuming they know that they're like kind of higher up on the chain for the crew and like they were told to give him a nice time,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's the soldier finally came home, so you gotta player man. He just got out the pen, press pause.
Damn, yeah, it was either work,
Wow.
the landscaping job, which landscape work sucks. I don't know if anyone ever worked
But
there.
it's honest work.
It is honest work, but is the landscaping getting you drunk with your homies? Is the landscaping getting you free pussy that you ain't done nothing for? Is the landscaping getting you all the coke you want to do?
Dying.
I mean, but it's not getting you pussy, it's not getting you money.
Yo, after 14 years in jail, you're okay going back. He's very
Right?
comfortable. That's home. Like, jeez.
Good episode though. I really do feel like Bubs is gonna get it, guys. I don't know. He's like touching like
I
waters.
feel like he's going corner to corner, just getting ripped off whatever. It's
Right.
Like, yeah, this is Barcelon's crew right here. Go down the block. I'll tell you who's over there.
Like passing
all
out
the
in the
dope.
backseat.
So how is it that Marlowe and Barstow crews are like really close to one another as well? Because only Prop Joe had the deal going on, right?
No.
Yeah,
We don't know.
Marlowe's his own separate
Barksdale.
entity.
Yeah.
We don't know how Marlowe, where he gets his stuff from or how he gets it, who's his supplier, but also like, they beat him up with bats the last
They did.
episode, so
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
they got the beef.
And he did say like just some independent crews in general were out there.
Freelance.
So like those guys have to get it from somewhere too.
Prob Joe and Streaming gets from the Greeks, right?
Yeah,
And Prob Joe's the main distributor, but he distributes it to String, right?
because String and them are sharing property.
Okay, so
Because
then,
the
like,
Barstows
so
have the
Prob
best
Joe's
property.
pretty much the distributor for New York. Well, all of Baltimore.
Just for him and Stringer, their crews.
Could he not have a deal with Marlowe on the side? The way he did with Stringer?
I mean, he could, but we haven't seen that. There's plenty of other places to get drugs from the Greeks. The Greeks just have the
The
best.
Greeks are still in the picture though. They left.
I mean, but they hooked them up with the supply line to getting more drugs still before they left.
All right.
Business.
We're not
always
even
business.
Greeks.
Business always business. Let's catch up with the Sabakas, man.
Right.
Well, Ziggy's in jail for life.
Ziggy just in jail, like.
Well, he's not for life, but maybe like 14 years. Frank's dead, and Nick is in witness protection. So they ain't doing shit.
I want a Ziggy cameo in jail.
I hope not. He's in jail
That would be
somehow.
so
fucking up.
depressing.
He'd
I'll be
probably
back.
have a good time swinging his dick over
Oh,
there.
wow.
No.
Like everybody else is just like on the street because they have a sheet and they can't get rid of it.
On the street.
That sucks. I hate that. Like if you committed a crime and you go to jail, then you've served your time and you should be clean.
Yep. If you're a felon, you should be able to fucking
Like you
vote.
shouldn't live with that for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Especially 14 years.
Because like that just puts you back on the street. Like
what else do you know? What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean, the criminal justice system isn't made to reform people. It's made to punish you, and
Isn't
then
it
after you've been
called-
punished enough, you will go back to jail.
isn't it called like a what's it called?
What, recidivism? What's the
No,
word
no,
for
no,
when
no.
people come back?
Like the prison system, like isn't it like reformatory?
Reformation.
I mean,
No. Rehabilitated.
Rehabilitation.
Rehabilitation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they don't do that. They do it poorly.
Yeah, there's supposed to be social workers that will help you acclimate to getting back out there, but
Well, all I'm saying is that when it's time to vote in the Czech Republic, we bring the poll stations to prisons so that people can vote.
Huh. Progressive. Around here, last thing on the real prison system, I know someone who has had multiple felonies and did 20 years throughout time and got arrested for something real petty, like a dispute. And their fucking bond was set at $80,000 because this person had committed prior felonies. It's like, hold on. So my man's went to jail, did 20 years, is a felon, and y'all can raise his bail up to $80,000 because he's done prior felonies. Like, what happened to being, forgiven for your crimes after you're let out? And they're like, well, not really.
The system is designed to keep you in it.
Yeah.
If you're out, you're never really out, unless you make a clean break, like what that dude was trying to tell Cuddy. He's like, not everybody can do it. And
look at
that's
Cuddy.
unfortunate, man.
I love that shit with
I
Cuddy.
wish it were just up to the employers if they wanted to hire like a convict or like a felon or
I
something.
mean,
Isn't it? I think it is.
You can.
It is.
Yeah.
I thought some places like we don't hire. Like,
Well, that's their decision.
That's their decision. Also, it's also because it's up to the employers, but then the employers have to worry about their politics. So that's why they don't do it. Like literally, Fortune 500 right now could go ahead and hire any convicts they want. Hire felons that they want, but it's the higher up legal team that they don't want them to do it because of the repercussions that could bring.
They try not to hire people with excuse me, I'm sorry, domestic violence or murder. Usually, people will kind of look the other way on drug charges, depending on what it is. Or even depending on the kind of murder it was.
A lot of construction jobs or even landscaping like that, they're not gonna care as long as you're not going in the houses and beating people up.
Yeah.
They fucking, I couldn't get a job. It would have been one of my best jobs at the time at Radio Shack because I had trespassing on. And they're like, we can't hire you for trespassing. Like, y'all gonna hire me. I can't trespass if I work here. I mean, shit.
You're only increasing my chances of trespassing
Right?
by not hiring
By not hiring me, you're essentially guaranteeing that I will trespass on you. Anyways, I didn't get the job.
Man, I'm gonna be back.
Radio Shack ain't around anymore, so.
Well, see? Because y'all didn't hire me. You fucked up.
They fucked up.
After Radio Shack, he went to Blockbuster.
And in Circuit City. But no, the stuff with Cuddy and him trying to get out, but he can't. It's not for him. I'm not saying that it's his own decision to go back, but the life is more alluring than not the life. You know what I mean? He was in it. He killed somebody. He did his 14 years. He got out, and the people that where regular society doesn't want to fuck with him because he's a felon. The streets are willing to welcome him back and essentially give him a promotion because of that. You know what I mean? So he's incentivized to go back, and he's like, oh fuck. So I could either be landscaping where I'm, barely making a buck, or could be out on the streets doing the same shit I already know how to do, and I could be making a killing.
Poor Nana.
She's not gonna know.
She's not gonna know.
What if he dies?
Well, then that's his fault. He fucked up.
But his nana's too precious. You can't do it to her.
Yeah.
Right now, he's having the best night of his life. So 14
that's
years,
true.
just
At least
double
in the last
dipping in
14
pussy.
years.
That is amazing.
Also, what does that party smell like? Just weed smoke,
God.
stale 40-ounce beer, and pussy.
You know that floor is sticky as fuck.
Right? No sex.
I slipped in that shit.
It's like a theater. A Regal.
You guys think that guy's gonna win mayorship though? Mayorship.
Carcetti?
Yeah.
100%.
Probably.
You really think so? He's not a man of color in that section,
I think he's gonna use that. He's gonna be like, I'm the white guy that's looking out for you all.
For all of us.
Joe.
And then they'll be like,
Joe
I like
Biden?
that white guy.
Joe
I
Biden.
was that white boy. Oh my god, that interview was terrible.
Yeah. So you got everybody following string. Oh, the argument with McNulty and Lester was actually.
Oh my god, Lester's
Lester held back on him. She got a mouth on you.
Self-control, bro. That's what it is. Self-control.
You're not worth the skin on my knuckles. That was a diss.
Everything McNulty was doing, it's I had Prez call up one number and we figured out this all without what you were just doing this whole
You did great, stupid.
And so I love the conflict in McNulty because I agree with him and disagree with him at the same time. But his whole fuck the bosses.
Yeah.
That's too much.
But didn't he bring the B&B information in the first place?
No.
That's how they started arguing, and then in the end, when he left,
Press.
God damn it,
Lester.
Lester was like, look into the B&B right now.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was the one who brought the information in the first place and started this.
Oh, but so if you look at this season with a lot of what's happening, so the bosses all around are being rattled, right? Crime numbers are up. Prop Joe and them got people on the cell phones, right? And it always trickles down to the bottom half. Bodie works in the organization, but he's got to actually fight for his corner, or his boys are getting beat up with bats, right? But Stringer don't have to do that. So it's another situation fuck the bosses. And then McNulty's man, I'm trying to actually do this case, but they want us working on this Kentel Williams fuck boy. He's like, fuck the bosses. And you see that where it's the whole chain of command thing where shit rolls downhill. And the people on the bottom are upset, but they still have to work within the system to do the things, but it doesn't play out.
I hope Kima realizes that too. Now follow McNulty's footsteps.
She did.
Fuck
Like,
the
fully,
boss.
she still has a chance, you know.
Didn't she see some girl at the bar and we don't know what happened, but she probably definitely.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely.
You don't know.
We know.
You don't know.
She's a lot like McNulty. She was at the bar.
They
She
both
walked
are.
in, put her gun down, looked at the baby and her girl in the bed, and went right back out to the most hopping lesbian bar she could find.
So like, how do you guys feel about like the alimony money thing? Because he really doesn't make that much money, and he's paying what he can.
I don't know why she's even asking for that much. Like,
I know.
there's
What is
no
she
way.
blowing money on?
$3,000 a month.
$3,000.
yeah.
So like, he was-
She has 2 kids. I'm sorry, but I mean, I know that it's expensive, but like, she has her job too, and like, he clearly doesn't earn that much money.
She's paying for. He's not. The 2K is going to the kids, and the other 1K is for like the separation thing
Yeah.
for her.
I
I'm
think-
like, oh my god.
We could probably make a solid argument that my man spends an extra $1,000 a month on booze.
That's true.
I solidly wouldn't be
But it's
surprised.
his money.
It is.
That's his
But
money.
also, you don't know if he's paying for that booze. He's a cop. You don't cops get drinks for free when they go to bars.
Look, I got an
no,
uncle
no.
with 16 to 18 kids, and he just can't literally, like, he
I
doesn't
mean,
have to pay child
I mean,
support.
If he's a cop, he's probably gonna make like 50 bats a year. So like $3,000. Like that's you're probably gonna get $3,000 a month, all right. So 2 of that goes to your kids. And then one, you see where he's staying. He's not even having a full mattress.
Yeah.
So like your rent goes there. So like,
Oh,
honestly,
I'm
he
not-
probably has like a few $100 for drinks.
I'm not arguing in the favor of him. Like, he only signed the alimony. He literally said, I signed it because I thought we'd get back together. He didn't even fucking read what it said, man. Like, he's a cop. He knows how to read the fine print. He oops-a-daisied himself, and now he's fucked over having to pay more alimony than he can actually afford, because instead of doing the proper adult thing, he was like, I'm just going to sign this so I can get back with you. Like, he's reaping what he sowed because he's McNulty, and that's what he
can
do.
afford it, you should pay it. Like, don't leave like people hanging, but obviously he can't pay it. That's
Oh, he
why I'm-
definitely
that's why
can't
I'm
afford it.
like, oh, you know, what's up? But like, if in real life, like in other situations, like pay your shit, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm not like saying I'm against it, but for this
Yeah.
situation, he really is not doing well.
And with my uncle, with all the kids, that's what I was pointing out, is that like he's in a situation where it's impossible for him to pay child support to all 16 to 17 of these kids.
16 kids by 17 women.
But McNulty did know, because he mentioned to her that the police lawyer told him that she would never get that much.
Yeah.
So he at least knew, but like
Yeah,
you
but-
said, he chose to do it.
But he chose it because he thought he was going to get back with this.
Yeah.
When they're going to get back together, their money's going to stay within the family, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But now they're separated, so the money's not going to stay within the family, so like it's even worse.
But I mean, she said, we're going to have to serve you. So if he gets sued or if he gets brought to court, I guarantee the court's going to be like, this dude literally can't afford to pay this, and it's kind of ridiculous you ask.
But
So
he's going to have
like,
to pay for the fucking court fees.
Yeah.
no, you don't have to pay for the court fees if you win,
Yeah,
ain't
if
it?
you win, the other person.
I mean, it's going to come out of your pocket. Still, they take it from your winnings.
Yeah, and it's not just like the money; it's time too. Like, I just don't understand why she would go that route in the first place, because that's like more nerves for you that you're gonna lose over this. More time, because you're gonna end up going to court because he can't afford it, and you know he can't afford it. So why ask?
I mean, she's still punishing the man.
It's just I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's been punished enough. Look at him;
Yeah.
he's fucking struggling. This whole last episode, he's just been drunk the whole time.
Huh? He's going through it. Rhonda is everything.
At least he didn't drive his car into a wall twice. Still don't quite understand why he did that.
No.
So the funny
I'm gonna get out of here because it's like 11:30.
All right. Spidey, any last words before you leave?
Huh?
Any last words?
Not really
Amsterdam.
good.
Just talk about Amsterdam before you leave.
Oh yeah, I think that'd be a good idea. But I don't know if they're gonna go through with it. He tried to round up all these kids, and they're clowning on him. They're having so much fun in that gymnasium.
Oh god.
And I don't know where the lady went that came in and just like
Damn, she
said
laid the
authority,
law.
but yeah, she should have gave the speech. Like,
He's like, I
She
can only
laid
that
the
one
law.
time.
right, everybody gets one. But
Then
yeah.
you mentioned the L word.
Right. And they all went up. And so I want to see how that goes for them. And then I want to know what happens with Stringer talking with the senators. Because there's a lot there, too.
Yeah, there's a lot.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah, I like the idea of fuck. Almost called it Amsterdam.
They called it Amsterdam.
The one kid called it Amsterdam.
It's so funny.
He said, I ain't going down no Amsterdam.
Yeah, Richard Carver.
God. I want like a little video of that part. Just
That's so funny.
I like Marlo. He's a youngster, but he knows the game and he's super careful.
Mm-hmm.
And like he's throwing out these burner phones. I guess burners became popular in this time period. I guess what is it, 2004?
2004.
So
Yep.
like, I think that's when like Boost Mobile and shit.
Revel. I had a Revel boy.
Yeah.
That I can't
So-
believe that was a thing here.
It's just cool to see a young guy, younger than Stringer and all these folks, being more careful out here, more diligent about his business. And,
How you
if you
just-
want to know more about him, so.
Yeah.
How you just throw a phone on the street like that?
It's America.
Yeah.
But also, like, when you throw out burners, like, aren't your fingerprints on there? So wouldn't you, like, bed off, like,
So you
burn
saw-
Like
it?
the
You
fingerprints
saw
have to be in the
fruit.
system too.
You saw fruit. He
Match.
actually wiped his off before he threw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else happened, Rana?
Well, Bunny is wanted by the Hopkins people, and I don't know.
John Hopkins,
The security, what is he getting there?
He got offered I think they said a nice security job. We'd be making $80K a year.
I'll take
it, bro. Take it.
Oh yes.
You get hospital insurance on top of that?
And he said with benefits and his pension.
Yeah.
So essentially, motherfuckers gonna be pulling in like
100.
Yeah, 100,
Over
100,000 just chilling out.
Take it.
Boy.
Take it, bro. You
I
don't
bring
get hospital insurance.
I just
That's
watch
good
YouTube all day, walk around the building.
Really,
God.
literally, I would do that too.
Y'all want me as a security guy? I mean, I don't know nothing about no security, but I'll do it. You pay me $100,000 a fucking year, I sit around. I don't give a fuck. My bad, y'all pay me $100,000 a year. All right, I'll watch the building, and on my watch, ain't nobody gonna get raped. I got you.
You have the cop outfit for it. You have the uniform.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
And that's basically what happened this episode. Bunk going, yeah, my mama died. Stringer sees on that and keep me
Oh yeah.
He has to deal with that.
Yeah, because like
it's not that the pussy was good. It's just that like she's volatile right now.
Yeah.
And he has to keep tabs on her.
like the cops looking around going, it's not suicide.
We saw Bunk cheat on his wife for the first time, and he had to burn his clothes. He's like, "It's got pussy fibers on him. We gotta burn it." But now he's just like into it and used to it, and I know that that's not cool. But I love Dirty Bunk. She always say, "Oh God, made that." He talking to her like how I talk to like a steak, and he's like, "You ain't better not walk past me again."
You better not walk past me again.
Gross. And then Bodhi and
sorry.
No, that's it. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say that every time I get a thirsty comment or a thirsty message in my inbox, that's how I read it.
Oh.
With this bump,
Like bump?
in my head.
What that guy said to you last night? He said, "You like sex?"
Just straight up, you like
You like
sex.
He was
sex?
Hi, sexy. I said nothing. You like sex.
People on the internet, I swear to God.
Me.
And then we learned that
Vince?
Cuddy, did stuff back in the day with James, Bodhi's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And James
Buddy
been
had
dead.
Buddy don't talk about that shit
No,
ever.
so sad.
It's actually that brief scene of like Bodhi like being at the party with him, cutting loose, making a joke about a girl with one leg named Eileen. She had one eye and one leg. We call her Eileen.
I like that camera work.
Yeah.
It was so claustrophobic.
But I feel like, I mean, it's probably just because we're still during a pandemic, but I miss a party. I look like
I
a
do too,
fun
bro.
parade.
I miss a party, man. I'm fucking want to go to the fucking club so bad.
You ain't going to no club.
You weren't late.
I want to go so bad.
But no, it was a good episode. We didn't get to see Omar in this episode, so I'm really excited to see in
Yeah.
this episode what he's going through and everything.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the whole thing.
Season 3 is it's one of my favorite seasons, and then followed by season 4, and I'm really excited for what's happening. What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening?
What's poppin'?
Brand new. It just
I
happened.
still like the Sabaka season, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
I didn't hate season 2. I thought.
No.
I
If
miss
anything,
the
season 2 goes too hard to not be mentioned ever again.
Yeah. I feel like season 2 should have like bled into season 3 a little bit.
We're getting there. We're gonna get some more tie-in, some more stuff. For those who know, this episode gave us a little taste of some stuff to come in the future that it's gonna be pretty cool.
Ooh, son.
Foreshadowing.
I've got at least 4 shadows.
I do too.
I can do Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Well, guys, we're gonna go to lunch. We're gonna head out and do some adult stuff and get things going. Let us know what you think about The Wire so far. Let us know what you're excited for. If you want to, you can even DM me personally over on what's it called, Discord, or even on Instagram to talk about The Wire. I'll talk about The Wire with you any day. I got you.
Yay! Bye!
Bye.
Wire 3x4. Let's talk about it. So I did my notes a little bit differently this time. I think it's going to be a little bit more organized. So I'm just going to go down the list of all the storylines. Let's start with Carcetti and Colvin. I love how the episode started out with the town meeting, and it just shows you what all the efforts of padding the numbers have amounted to, which is nothing because people aren't stupid. It's a really good scene because now we get to see the general public's opinion on what's going on. And these are people that are living honest lives. There's not many jobs in Baltimore, but there are jobs in Baltimore, and there are honest working people in Baltimore that want to be able to work honestly without all this crime around them. And you can see their anger and their plight. Meanwhile, police officers like, yeah, but if you look at the chart, and it's not telling the real story. So one of the stats I noticed in the background on that chart was drug arrests went from 630 to 790, and I bet you that's the only stat on there that was actually honest, because everything else went down in numbers. But of course, you know, we got to get these kids off the street and these people off the street, and these are drug arrests, and I bet you a lot of them were for like really small amounts of probably mostly weed. And, you know, obviously there's heroin and cocaine in the city and whatnot. But every other stat has been downplayed. And 630 to 790, that's a big jump. And who really pays for that at the end is us taxpayers. Because now they're in jail for however much amount of time. And we owe them, you know, 3 meals. And a lot of the things that they're probably getting arrested for is probably like really petty shit. So they're padding all the numbers. Arrests are going up, and at the end of the day, nothing's gotten better. We're just, you know, dealing as taxpayers with the issue now. The lady that was talking about, you know, I can't get into my house because my stoop is literally a drug spot, and I can't even imagine what that would be like. And finally, Colvin gets up, and he just tells it like it is. And you saw the response in the room. They were like, okay, that's not what we wanted to hear, but I appreciate the honesty. Like they responded to the honesty. It's just like, let's stop bullshitting. Let's just stop bullshitting with each other. We know the circumstances that we're in, and I really like that Colvin just tells it like it is. They ask him, you know, what's the answer then? And he's like, I don't know, but whatever it is, it cannot be a lie. Carcetti is also there. He's doing his homework. He meets Marla, and, you know, they have a little conversation back and forth. And let's just talk about Carcetti real quick. He seems like he cares. He kind of seems like an honest politician to some degree. You know, when he's hanging out with his boys and one of them makes like a low-key racist joke, he calls it out. He's like, hey man, that's not fucking funny. Like, there's people out here suffering. So Carcetti is interesting. Like, he finally drops the ball that he's running for mayor, and I don't know how to feel about him. I think he actually does genuinely care about his community and making things better. And I think that he genuinely does want to help. So that's kind of interesting, because politicians are usually like not reliable. But here comes Carcetti, you know, talking with the, I can't remember the woman's name, but the woman he wants to run the campaign. She tells him, you're not electable here. You're the wrong color skin, and I never played the long shot. And it just shows you that elections are a game too. People that organize and run campaigns, they're pulling a lot of the strings, and they're in it to win, because that builds their career up too. You know, like if you campaign for a bunch of people that lost, nobody's going to want to hire you. Unfortunately, it does come down to wins and losses, and that starts to corrupt the game, because it's no longer about the issue, it's about winning. And Carcetti's pretty confident. He's like, yeah, I know I'm white, but I think I got this. You know, she thinks but we've seen him cheat. And he straight bullshitted to her. She's like, are you hitting on me? And he's like, no, I've had my time. You see my ring. I've had my time in the sun. I would not risk losing my wife and children. But we literally saw him cheat last episodes. And this answers my question, too, that, yes, he is still together with his wife. There was no separation there. So he is a cheater. He is willing to lie when he needs to. So even though seems like an honest politician that really wants to make a difference, he has his demons in the closet, too. And he is willing to lie when it suits him. So we do have to keep that in mind. Back to Colvin. Amsterdam is finally at least trying to get up and running. And I know you guys have been pointing out the real Jay Landsman. And I just made the connection when I paused. It showed his name, and I was like, oh my God, that's the guy. So that's really cool that the real Jay Landsman is in the show. Herc and Carver are trying their best to get people to the new area, and criminals think it's bullshit. They don't believe them. You know, Fruit's like, why you gotta go fuck with the program, man? We hustle, you guys try to catch us, let's just keep things simple. Eventually, they all get taken on buses to a school, and White Pat actually pointed this out to me. This was actually a really sad scene, because a lot of these kids are super young, so they literally got put on school buses and taken back to school, because they were supposed to be in school that day anyways. But you see how many kids are not going to school. Maybe they're not even registered, some of them. But you know, the one kid that got called out by the teacher, he was supposed to be in school that day. A lot of these kids are supposed to be in school. And here we are, just being brutally honest that, hey, you're all selling drugs, but please sell drugs where we want you to sell drugs. It was kind of a funny scene because it was, you know, a little nostalgic, like school assemblies, kids acting a fool, fights breaking out, teachers being like, hey, quiet down. And it kind of made me nostalgic of, like, you know, pep rallies and stuff in school. But this was a much different context, a much sadder context, and it was just crazy to see how many kids are out here. And Fruit is out here, and Marlo has already mentioned, you know, take the youngins out for a workout. So it seems like Marlo and Fruit are definitely incredibly predatory with the young kids in the area. And it was just a very sad scene, man. Nothing really happened with it. Amsterdam is not up and running. Colvin cannot get them to listen, so we'll see what happens there. All right, now let's follow Cuddy's story. You know, he's doing his best to work honest, but it's a grueling job, yard work, and it seems to be the only thing that he can get. He's a convict, man. No one's gonna hire him. And when they're at that stoplight, when the Land Rover pulls up next to them, it was just a very stark contrast of what an honest life gets you versus what a dishonest life gets you. Not to say that Land Rover couldn't have been bought legit and those dudes riding in the Land Rover were legit, but if you got Land Rover money, you're probably not hanging out in this area unless you're doing dirt to get that Land Rover. So I think it was pretty obvious what they were trying to show is like, hey, if you do dirt, you can ride in a Land Rover. If you work honest, you're going to be riding in the back of a pickup truck. But even, you know, while he's doing work, his supervisor, I guess, he tries to give him good advice, man. He's like, look, this is what it is. It's an honest life, you know. There's nothing back for you that way in the game. And eventually Cuddy gives up, man. Like, who wouldn't give up if you know you have these resources over here willing to get you paid? Why wouldn't people go back to doing dirt? Because it's the only way, really, they can fight back against the system. It's the real only opportunity to make some serious money. There's no jobs here. There's no careers here. There's no hope for a lot of these kids here. And the game is the only way to get yourself paid significantly and try to get ahead in life and maybe use that money to move into other things like String is trying to, and we'll get into him. But Cuddy, he gives up, man. And honestly, his whole storyline felt like the beginning of like a Grand Theft Auto game. Like he walks up to Slim Charles and he's like, hey man, I'm trying to get put on. Slim Charles is like, all right, we got to go get you a piece. And then we go to the party to celebrate. And it's like you just see the lavishness of all of this. And Bodie was being real disrespectful, but I think he recognized respect when Cuddy brought up James. And he has some cold lines here too, man. Like when Slim Charles finally gives him the gun, he was like, at 30, I'm used to revolvers. At 38, don't jam. Slim is like, yeah, it doesn't hold 15 rounds either. The game is the same. It's just gotten more fierce. It's gotten way more violent, and it's going to continue to go down that path. So Cuddy's story was sad, but can you blame him? Can you blame him? I can't. I mean, why wouldn't you go back to doing all that? You can get paid, like, for real. Like, why, if you're in a community like this and that's your only opportunity to make some serious money, can you blame people for doing it? Because the system isn't there to support them. This is all they have. Bubbles is trying to figure out who's who in the streets, what happened to Barksdale's crew. He's able to get Marlowe's license plate, and then they start looking into Marlowe. And Bubbles also gives us a little schooling on burner cell phones, which we're seeing people throw them left and right now, and that's a new thing. But a little bit on Marlowe first. Marlowe is 22 years old, which I did not know, which is crazy young, and he's out here running shit. But because he's 22, Kima and McNulty are like, where does he fit into the equation? Does he work with String? Is he a hitter? What's his deal? Like, they can't even fathom that a kid that young could be running shit. Like, they can't even wrap their minds around that. And it's just, it's crazy how young Marlowe is. But apparently he's incredibly violent, and he's got a murder history that they couldn't pin him on, but he seems to be a pretty brutal dude, which is why he is where he is. But, you know, they've got a little bit of information on him now. And burners are the new thing, dude. You buy a phone, put some minutes on it, minutes run out, you toss it, you get a new phone, and every single phone has a unique phone number. And this was a huge, I mean, I think it continues to be a thing today to some degree even. Like, you know, everybody that I used to hang out with that you know, sold weed or anything like that, they had burners on them. So it was, when those things came out, it was a big deal. Like, it changed a lot of things in the way people do dirt. It was a safe way to communicate because you could cover your tracks at any point by just getting rid of the phone. And Bubbles, you know, we get a little bit of backstory on. First of all, Bubbles had some funny one-liners here. They're talking about where's Johnny, and Bubbles is like, he's one of the laziest white boys to shit between two shoes. I just thought that was so funny. But then Bubbles kind of gives us a little bit of backstory on him too. He used to have a legit job. He was clean. Then he got caught stealing, and you know, one thing led to another, I guess, and he became an addict. And he has a rap sheet, and he's got scars and all over his face. He just looks bad. There's no one. I think Cuddy has more of a chance to get a legitimate job than Bubbles ever does. Like, Bubbles just has no hope, and he's calling himself a born fuck up, and that's what addiction does, man. It you know, once you've made it to the point of Bubbles, of course you're gonna be like, bro, there's nothing left for me, and it's that self-deprecating self-worth that's gonna keep people like that down, because they just think it's over for them. I'm a drug addict. That's it. This is my life. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. But, yeah, man, the territory war between crews is just rampant right now. Everybody's in it for that property. And let's talk about McNulty real quick. He's still very much interested in chasing down Stringer, so much so that he's caused some problems between him and Lester. I mean, they really had it out when they got to the office. You know, Lester was like, yeah, we're over here working on Quintel, you know, our intended target. And they had a big blowout there. That was a little hard to watch. Especially when McNulty said, yeah, Daniels is a boss. Fuck the bosses. I was like, come on, man. And you even saw Kima's face like, whoa. That's a little far, man. But, like, McNulty isn't wrong. Because, like, Stringer and Avon, they're definitely still a big target out there, making moves every single day. They're getting further ahead. Meanwhile, the case is just on pause. McNulty isn't wrong, but he's being so childish about everything. And, man, I felt like if they got into a fight, Lester would have bodied him. And Lester had some cold lines too here. He's like, you're not worth the skin off my knuckles, Junior. You put fire to everything you touch, and then you walk away while it burns. And it's kind of true. But McNulty was real, just pouring himself into his job more so than ever this episode. And why is that? Because he's having problems at home. His wife is asking for the alimony payments. And I don't know how much money she's making, but she's got a nice suburban life. I don't think she's strapped for cash. So I think, like, she's being a little petty, man. It's just like divorce gets messy, and with payments and all that, like, it's kind of shitty what she's doing. It's a little shitty. You know, I'm not defending McNulty, but it's like, come on, man. Like, he's got no money left. It just sucks. I think she's being a little petty. I don't know. Yeah, he's got problems. He's pissed off. He's striking out. He lost Rhonda, which he never had Rhonda. You know, like, he can't. That was a really aggressive booty call, man. When he came to Rhonda's house and he's like, Rhonda! Like, that, man, that's not a good look, man. You know, there was that scene with Daniels where he's like, Daniels is kind of extending the olive branch and be like, look, man, I wasn't trying to make a move on her, it just happened. But it's like, bro, they were never in a relationship. I don't think Daniels owes anything to McNulty. I don't think there's any explanation needed here, because Rhonda even asked you the question, hey, what are we? And McNulty was straight up like, look, man, this is just, I was honest from the beginning, it's just casual, you know, I'm not. So it's like, bro, you were never in a relationship, you got nothing to be pissed about. It was just a booty call. Rhonda wanted it to be more, but you didn't, so I don't know why you're all pouty about it now. But, you know, McNulty's striking out. He's having problems with the wife. He's broke. So what does he do? He pours himself into his work more so than ever, and he's really after String. But ultimately, what he finds out is like String is actually going legit. His number is legit. His cell phone is legit. He's having meetings with Clay Davis, and now all of the real estate comes back. And wow, just the implications of that all of these drug dealers buy up real estate, and then they flip that real estate with the help of the politicians who are conducting projects to better the city, and then you get these areas that get gentrified. And the implications here is that in terms of Baltimore, a lot of those areas could be built on drug money. And if that's the implication, could that be happening in other cities? I'm not saying, you know, all real estate is built on drug money, but like, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there with dirty money buying up real estate. I mean, look at Florida, dude. All those plazas, buildings, apartments, like all that shit is coke money, bro. A lot of that real estate is coke money. That's how they get clean. You know, you go from one type of customer to the other. You go from dealing heroin to collecting rent. And that is an insane implication for you know, in terms of Baltimore. But I'm sure there's some semblance of truth to that, is that some parts of our cities could be built on drug money. It's kind of insane to think about. But yeah, man, String's trying his hardest to go clean. He's trying to go legit. So we'll see what happens with that. Bunk is trying his hardest to find that gun. And again, just the amount of resources we're spending to find this gun. It's important to find this gun because the symbolism of a police officer's gun out on the streets and crimes being committed with it. I get it. I get why they absolutely need that gun back. But at the same time, I feel like we have a lot more important cases to worry about. We have like people actually dying and stuff. So I don't know. It's just showing like, you know, the police sometimes puts resources where they want to because they can control those resources and not necessarily what's needed for the community at that given time. And he's also looking for Omar. And, you know, we just had another classic Bunk and McNulty wingman bar scene. And he's like, Bunk was like, tell her that my mother died a week ago when it comes up. And then you see him walk over there and he's like, my mother died a week ago. Like he opened with that. Like it was, I thought he was going to be like subtle about it, but he was just like, hey ladies, my mother died a week ago. And it's like, bro, what the hell? It was funny, you know, just classic shenanigans. But even Bunk's relationship, because we never really see his wife, but he's cheated before and he continues to cheat. He's also a serial cheater. So another example of another relationship that's all sorts of fucked. And I don't know, you guys tell me, can you have a steady home life and be a police officer like this? I mean, I guess it depends on the degree of like the things you deal with on the day-to-day, but I don't know, maybe some of you are police officers. Let us know your perspective. What do you think about healthy relationships and being a police officer? Can the two coexist? Because according to this show, they cannot. I thought there was a really interesting scene with Daniels and Rhonda where she's talking about Barksdale's parole hearing coming up, and she wrote a letter to try to kind of nip that in the bud. And, you know, they were clearly flirting, and it was just interesting because Daniels was framed in the superior position and Rhonda was framed in the inferior position the whole time throughout that whole scene. And it was, you know, obviously she's enamored by him, and I guess it just showed that, like, you know, in terms of their relationship, like, Daniels is her weakness because, like, she is very, very enamored by him. He's got his shit together. He's not McNulty. He's got his shit together. So, you know, she was pulling back the letter and trying to be all cute and shit, but I think it was just saying that this is Rhonda's weakness right now, is Daniel. So it was a very nicely framed scene. And then, of course, you know, let's end it with Avon. He's got the parole meeting. Levy is doing his bullshit, and the dudes are like, yeah, I guess we gotta honor the agreement. This is the lesser evil, so I guess. And it just shows, man, you could put so much time and resources getting someone arrested, but then there's a whole set of other loopholes in politics at the jail itself, and these guys could still find a way out of there. It's just broken systems upon broken systems upon broken systems. And it's sad to see. But man, what an episode. What a jam-packed episode. Amazing. Loved it. Setting up all the pieces for the rest of this season and the rest of the story, perhaps. And, oh man, I'm excited. Let us know what you guys are thinking about these reactions, man. We love hearing from you down in the comments. So do leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Thanks for watching The Wire with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut content. Special shout out to our super patrons, Doppelganger, Old Man the Oilmonger, Kwasi, Sakif, Clayton, Harry MacFan, Exploring Dylan, Dane, Mr. Momus, Joe, Yusuf, Kadim, ZJP, and Keyboard Junkie, and we'll see you all next time.